$1,500,096. This adjustment resulted in an additional increase of $499,824. The effective threshold for the 2017 year of assessment will therefore $1,375,140, and the full threshold of $1.5 million will become effective on January the 1st, 2018. I have spoken a lot already about the NHT, and just to run through some of the benefits that we have given. The policy, we've had several policy changes. The policy changes will increase the amount of money persons will be able to access on the open market. Previously, only contributors who were constructing or who were buying into new development, whose practical completion certificate dated the 1st of September 2015 and after, could borrow up to $5.5 million for open market loans. Now, a qualified contributor can access this loan category and borrow up to $5.5 million to purchase any house on the open market. The loan limit for the, what they call it, the 15 plus category has been increased from 1.5 million to 2.5 million. The government also increased benefits to persons with disabilities. The government will provide a grant to NHD mortgagors with disabilities for those who reside with and care for a family member with disabilities. The grant is to be used to retrofit or upgrade the dwelling to make it suitable to serve the needs of the disabled. Low-income construction subsidy. We have a housing microfinance and mortgage financing program. And all of these will increase the uptake of housing loans for low-income earners, particularly those persons in the tourism sector. The housing microfinance project, which began on April 1, 2017, will target low-income contributors. It will allow contributors to repair or improve their homes or build their own homes, one step at a time, with a maximum of $850,000 loan with a tenure of 6 months to 5 years. Self-employed individuals and some private entities that have challenges in keeping up with their mortgages may also benefit from this program, and there is a contribution arrears program to assist them. In terms of laws passed, figure of 30,800 is net new jobs. And it is also important to note that the labor force rose, so the number of persons seeking jobs increased. So whilst the number of persons seeking jobs are increased, net new jobs have increased. I gather, I don't have it written here, but I recall seeing a figure that the gross new jobs created was somewhere in the region of about 50,000 new jobs. So that is an amazing performance for the economy. That is really the first sign that you will get growth, but not just growth in terms of expansion in stocks or increase in transaction, but growth that is inclusive, growth where people can participate in the expansion of the economy. And the way to participate in the expansion of the economy is through employment. So that is something that the country can be very proud of, and it is the first sign that the economy is starting to turn for the better. In education, there is an increase in budgetary support allocation for schools. The budget increased from $2.6 billion to $5.3 billion at the secondary level. So we have seen quite a bit of back and forth between some schools and the minister. I think too confrontational. When it comes to education, I think that is the platform where we can have a certain partnership. And the facts are that the government acknowledges that what is required to deliver a first-class education, we are not yet at the point to support the budget to that level. But it should also be acknowledged that the government is doing the best it can in increasing. And whilst we are increasing the allocations to schools, schools must be accountable for this so that the output in education increases. And when the output in education increases, both in terms of certification, in terms of skills and competence, it makes the growth agenda that much more easier to attain. Certainly, it also helps the employment agenda. So I would like to see a more cooperative consultation and more cooperation between schools and the ministry as it relates to the implementation of the no tuition policy and the ministry's thrust for greater accountability for the use of public resources that we are putting under the stewardship of educational leaders. The HOPE program is moving. We are still in the development phases. I have here in my notes that we have just about found jobs now for 500 persons, but I recall reading an email I think you told me now that you're going up to about 2,000 in another week or so. You will be able to tell me where we are with that. What we have done is to, instead of going with a full-scale implementation, we want to develop the protocols around it. We want to develop the framework. So we have started almost with a proof of concept, and then we're going to rapidly expand. So I believe we have now proved the concept, we have worked out the protocols, and now we are moving in the phase of rapid expansion. Tourism continues to be a great performer. The country has earned a record $2 billion during the first 8 months of the 2017-2018 financial year. The figure represents an increase of 8.3% in gross foreign exchange earnings, more than the $1.83 billion earned last year over the same period. Some of you would have been here when we launched the GeoJ portal in August, and that is a major milestone towards providing information on a digital platform, on one platform, for the citizens of the country to access. In terms of national security, we implemented the National Service Corps, and that has begun. The Army in particular has implemented their segment of it with the National Service